freshest silhouette, that straight crop, the freshest dip dye, it's all here in your classic stretch. Very, very comfortable. Somebody was asking on Facebook, what size would I wear if I'm a 10 in classic stretch? Wear the 10. It's classic stretch DG2 in a very, very popular, really difficult style to make. We say retail value is $79. You won't find these anyplace else, and they're $46.20 today. We've sold over 8,200 pairs, and many of you are picking up more than one because when you spend $75 on DG2, we're gonna ship everything to you for free. So these are sizes 0 through 16 and 16 through 24 women, petite, average, and tall. Oh, holy cow, I turn around and over 8,400 spoken for. This is your chambray and French blue. We'll talk about this really difficult 3-step dip dye process, but because of this special dye, of course it's DG2, Diane wouldn't leave you hanging. You don't have to specially wash these. They will stay put. That's a very special dye process. That's your chambray and French blue. By the way, these still have all the slimming properties, all of that comfort that you have come to know and love in classic stretch. Here's the chambray and citrus. Isn't that gorgeous? And I promise I will show you the coordinating tanks as well in just a sec if you're looking for outfits, right? We want that one and done. We want an outfit. Diane can be your stylist today. Here is the mid-tone and the pink. Isn't that cool? That kind of like fuchsia pink. I love how that blended in with the mid-tone. So unique and so fresh. Remember, petite, average, and tall length, so you get just the right length of crop. Then we've got the one that I have, and this is going to be the first to go. It's the indigo white, which is really more like an indigo chambray, I would say. But in the system, it's called indigo white. $9.24. Try this out. You will be so right at the tippy top forefront of the trend. There's the white with the sand. That's the one that Carol was wearing with that sand moto. So again, so very Hamptons, very chic. And there is your gray black. Gotta get a good gray jean, but how gorgeous to have that coordinated with the black as well. Just that perfect ombre going right from the gray into the black, and then we have the white and the coral. So fresh. Diane, we know that like tie-dye and dip dye and shibori, or however you say it, is so in, but I've never seen anybody be brave enough to do it on a jean. And of course, I know be brave that's like your theme, right? No fear.
Yeah, my favorite saying is fortune favors the bold.
Oh, I love that.
And my feeling is that this is just, to me, a very outgoing look, but it is tampered down from being too bold by the way we did the colorations. So the colorations are unique. And by the way, that color can also, for people, ladies out there who love purple, that's a great expression, because when you marry that rose color to that chambray, blue and red, blue and pink, come out purple. So that is for purple lovers. I love the white and coral. I love the way this looks on Carol. Wow. You know, there are jeans that are just mass produced, and there are jeans that are maybe a little too young for us, like really big, blobby, spotty tie-dye. We did this as a dip dye. And what does that mean? These are so difficult to make. Where, let's say an ordinary jean, and I'm not even gonna go through the process, but between the weaving and the cutting and the sewing and the dyeing of the fabric, a jean may take a good 2 to 3 days to finally finish.
Oh my gosh.
When you do hand done, small lot, which means maybe they're doing 6 at a time, dip dye like this, a 3-day jean takes 9 days. It takes 2/3 longer to make.
Oh my
so
word.
Although this may look very elegant and very simple, because we didn't want it to be busy, what do you have to go through? Okay, so on the chambray, first you're doing the fabric, then you got your basic denim, then you're cutting your garment. Then you are dipping the chambrays and the midtones up to 9 times, again, in the indigo dye, which softens it and makes it stretchier, the fabric for sure, and washing that down. Then you're coming in and hand rubbing it and putting in all the whiskering, everything that makes denim. I wish we were looking at one of the denim colors because that's what I'm talking about, but makes it look authentically a jean. And then, oh boy, we start the dip dyeing. And you have to dip it, pull it up, dry it totally, wash it down, dip it again. This goes on for 6 to 9 dips. And in the case of this indigo, you're actually using a very soft bleach at the bottom to get the chambray. It's hand done. There's no doubt about it. It's artisanal. And one thing that I am really turned off by is mass production. And truthfully, in some of the fabrics and some of the manufacturing facilities we've toured, you have very few humans left. Literally, the entire factory is robotic. That's a little scary. That's a little too futuristic for me. So how about we go back to hand done? How about we go back to familiarity of a human being, each human being in charge of one of these dip-dyed jeans, who really cares about the jean, who wants to get the look just right. And every single one of these will be slightly different because they're done by hand and they're unique. But isn't there something super refreshing, I don't know, comfortably retro about a garment that you know people put a lot of love and personal attention into? I think that's one of my favorite things about this. And actually, I love that indigo to chambray. That is like, oh yeah, I could wear that day in and day out forever. That and the black that I have on are definitely all seasonal because you're going to see the fall, higher shaft, ankle boots that are going to go